Hey guys, and welcome back to Mega Man Battle Network 6. The internet is in chaos. The Cybeasts have been unleashed, so we should go and jack in as soon as possible.
Oh, the internet is in chaos again! Wah, wah, wah.
What is this, like the 6th time now?
Yeah, I know. They could make like a main feature around every single incident.
It's nice of the net polique to warn us when there's trouble going down, but I'm pretty sure we can handle things.
Well, I mean, at this point, you could feasibly assume that Lan and Mega Man would be capable of this. Actually, in the manga, he does so well early on, you know, considering the Life Virus, which was the boss of the first game, and things like that. He actually gets recruited to be part of the official Net Battlers organization, the same organization that Chad is part of. You know, Eugene Chad, the guy who runs Proto Man. And he actually gets to help with later threats as it goes on, as a special case because he was so effective, which I think is a more... It makes sense that they would naturally tap that kind of talent. It's like when Valve hires people who are really good programmers to make stuff, and then they say fuck it and just put them on Steam Greenlight. You know, basically the same thing. Dex, now is not the time. You can't come here.
Why did you have to move away? I miss my friend. I miss being this sort of bully, but not really.
I mean, like, he started out as kind of a sort of a bully type character, but then he kind of matured over time, and that's like inevitable, that happens, but Gutsman never really gets any more powerful anyway, which I always thought was lame when they have a character like that, but he's clearly the first boss, and he stays the first boss. Like, he doesn't become more powerful with you, because, I mean, if you're gonna make him a friend, you know, you might as well make him a useful ally in combat that inevitably ensues when you're in an anime, so you might as well just have him keep up. You know, it's the power level problem is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, that big old power creep nonsense.
You know, I actually read a really good, interesting article once about how the reason that only really is a problem is when you have a series or whatever that's so focused on fighting that the best solution is to have these characters who may not be the best fighters actually be really good at other shit that the main character can't do, so that way they're still useful. I tend to prefer those situations a lot more instead of like a DBZ where it's mostly just Goku, Piccolo, and that's like fucking it. Oh, and Vegeta, I guess. Yeah, I guess he's important.
Yeah, he wishes he could be the main star. He was seeming to be in Super, but no, they just went back to the Goku status quo.
I'm really disappointed that Vegeta did not kill Golden Frieza. He was going to. Like, I don't know where they got this idea that he was trying to fuck around. He wasn't. He was gonna murder the guy. The thing is, Frieza just pulls bullshit out of nowhere, and then it just turns into a lesson about how Goku has to be one thing. I'm like, fuck you guys. Vegeta earned it at this point. He's actually redeemed himself quite a bit, and I cannot believe I'm defending the characterization of a fucking Dragon Ball Z character. Come on.
Man, you feel really strongly about this.
I do. I really think it's a huge fuck-up point. You know,
Okay.
as somebody who sort of has a passing interest, sort of, like, very minimal, but at the same time, I know bad storytelling when I see it. I do Kingdom Hearts commentaries, after all.
Of course. Oh my god. Pokemon. We're fighting Pokemon.
Oh no, it's Armored Armadillo as a virus. They do look Pokemon, though. Like, their main gimmick is that they like to roll... Okay, well, you killed them before I can explain what their gimmick was.
You gotta speed up, motherfucker.
I guess I do. My commentary rating is not high enough. It's only a 6, when it could be a 10 or an S.
Yeah, you gotta aim for S. I've only got like a couple of those at the point that I'm at footage-wise right now.
Everybody only gets one. I'm sorry.
So yeah, we're very close to the area of destruction right now. You see the screen shaking, it's about to get real.
Oh my goodness.
He's over there, we're coming! But first...
Also, Swordy guys again. I think this is the first time you encounter them. Like, they've been a staple since, like, the first game, and I always like their design. You know, it's simple but effective.
Yeah, they're nice. I want to correct you there. I think they have turned up in a previous part, although I'm the one who looks after, like, the Let's Play / playthrough editing process, so, you know, Helldragon goes out and he goes to his IRL gig, so I can't really blame him.
Yeah, I got this thing called a job. It's just real inconvenience, but the shit I have to do for money, I know, right?
Vulcan 1D, just what I wanted.
Vulcans are pretty good. Like, when you get the higher level ones, they can really wreck shit, because they do low damage, but that's per hit, and, like, the early ones start at, like, 8, and then they go like 12 hits, and like I think Vulcan 3 just like 40 per hit. So, you know, yeah, that racks up the damage pretty fast, but particular shields and defenses can actually lower the number of hits that an enemy takes. So you do have to take that into account, actually, which can make for some interesting battles.
Gregar reminds me of like a legendary Pokemon, I'm gonna be honest, and I think the way to deal with like powerful mythical creatures is that they're kind of like old ones, like it physically hurts just to be in their presence, they're that powerful.
Did you know that you have actually seen Gregar beforehand, before you ever played this game?
No, actually.
Do you remember when we did the dramatic reading of the Total Justice books?
Uh-huh.
In one of them, the second one, the only, other one besides the first one that we did, there was a point where we were talking about, like, I think they went into the internet to fight Darkseid or whatever, and at one point I talk about where, there's like a big digital fucking lion, and, because I edited those parts together and I put, like, little pictures and everything, I actually put in a picture of Gregar in that video.
Right.
Yeah, so you have actually seen him long before you played this game, because I prefer Gregar over Falzer, personally.
Well, I thought he was a lion at first. He's like a wolf with a mane, I think.
Yeah, he's more of a wolf. He actually reminds me a lot, and I don't know if this is deliberate or not. It may have been to this day, but he actually is he feels like a huge callback to the final boss of Mega Man Battle Network 2, Gospel, which is actually a gigantic virus beast of similar design and mane and things like that. Gospel, of course, being the version of Treble, which is Bass's dog from the Mega Man Classics series.
Well, technically the X series, if you want to get pedantic.
Oh, something like that. But, we have actually not really met Bass at this point, but he does play a fairly decent part up within the video games. The second game is where he's probably the most important where it comes to the plot, but he's usually kind of an optional fight. He was optional from the very beginning since the first game, and when we saw that Bass was in it, I was like, dude, are they going to be doing like all the other classic shit? And they do to a particular degree, which is actually kind of interesting.
Ooh, we should eavesdrop.
Yeah, that's always a good thing to teach your children.
Be very, very quiet. We're pilfering information.
See, if he crosses over one more time, he'll automatically fade into the next room. That's why he's got to be careful. Well, one of them was just leeching off of the other, let's be honest. Just right in their fridge, things like that. We'll contain it on 4chan, a hive of scum and villainy.
This goes on for quite a while, guys, so I hope you like text dumps.
Actually, that's a joke. I just want to let you know, but at the same time, if they had like an entire terrible website devoted to housing a ancient digital evil, that actually would be kind of neat.
Well, there's, one on YouTube. It's called HellfireComms. That's where all the bad Let's Plays go to die.
I'd hate to see the one on Tumblr, because I bet there's more than one.
Have you actually been on Tumblr?
I have been on Tumblr, but I am not a fan of that website for many reasons which I will not get into here.
Well, I use mine, The Life and Times of HellfireComms, to shitpost and post funny images that I enjoy.
And you are only contributing to the problem.
Oh, okay, we're getting a little bit of backstory of Hub/Mega Man here.
I believe I explained that like way back when, but Hub does have special abilities, so some of them may come into play here.
Just gonna be sitting around, like, watching this for the time being, so feel free to join us.
I wonder if the doctor here has had problems installing PHP like I have recently, because he seems to know a lot about, like, the internet and programming. He's like, he turned a fucking human boy into a net navvy. I'm pretty sure he's a damn messiah when it comes to this crap. But can he install Apache on Windows 7? I don't think so.
Oh, the tension music's back. That basically means we're in control again.
Listen, I don't care if there's a monster around on the internet. I have to go to Reddit today. I gotta check the Smash forum. I'm sorry, but I still follow that game.
Oh, he's on R. Gregar is the best. We know exactly where to find him.
Falzer is a nerd. Okay.
Oh, upvote. Oh, Lan, you clearly haven't learned a thing about Hub/Mega Man over the course of this series, have you?
Well, Lan is kind of stupid. He doesn't really change that much, I'll be honest with you.
Yeah, he seems a little bit dense, but then again, he's also a child.
Well, that's no excuse. We've had smart children before.
Name several.
Detective Conan? He's very smart. Okay, to be fair, he's sort of like an adult that was de-aged into a kid, but that doesn't... No, well, no, that kind of ruins my point, actually.
It's time for another minigame here, and I hope you like puzzles with limited amounts of resources, because we're going to have to take out some super viruses.
It is a pretty handy trick that he can talk face down and be perfectly legible.
Oh, if this was all voice acted, you know it would be muffled. I'm not making an excuse or anything. I really got taken out by the evil aura.
I'm making an excuse, I just wanted to get coffee. I'll go, my HP is 200 while yours is but 5.
Yeah, let's just get to the point where you give me new weapons, please. That's all I care about here.
Is he ready to use that technique? Not that technique, that technique.
Oh, that technique, okay.
Yeah, that one. You know the one, am I right?
Oh my god, we are so just killing time until something fucking happens.
Soul gun. Is this like a Kamen Rider weapon set?
If it will make you happy, then yes, we have the soul weapons now.
Oh, so it's like Soul Calibur, alright. Now, this is actually kind of an interesting puzzle, and I actually really like it. Basically, what he's saying is that you have to go around, you have to kill the evil spirits, quote-unquote. And you have to use weapons with different ranges in order to do that, but you only have a limited stock per area. It's actually kind of a neat puzzle, and not really that annoying, believe it or not, where you have to figure out which weapons to use in which order. Some spirits have more HP, quote-unquote, as a result, so you have to hit them multiple times within your current limited weapon set. I really like this puzzle, personally. I don't find it too bad.
It took me a few takes, but I enjoy the general concept of it. It reminds me of something out of The Misadventures of Tron Bonne, actually, where you had like limited moves to like stack crates or place crates in the harbour mission. But I think you can go back and replenish your supply of weapons, but obviously I tried to go for like as an efficient run as possible, because I don't want to waste your guys' time.
Yeah, you can go back and replenish the weapons, but the spirits will reappear, so you're basically resetting the puzzle. Now, I believe there is a way to do this without taking any damage at all, because what he said back there is that spirits that are still around and they're near you after you use a soul weapon will counterattack. But there's a way to do it as a perfect run, obviously, where you use all of your weapons and you don't get damaged at all.
I think if you're like more than one square away, you're fine.
Yeah, pretty much. So, because some weapons jump ahead, the soul gun can shoot, like, ahead. The axe is, like, a wide, angle, things like that. So just keep that in mind.
The gun is perfect for sniping, and you don't literally have to be on, like, the same plane as the guy. Well, I tell a lie. If they're above or below you, you ain't doing shit. But if they're across a gap, that's when the gun comes in handy.
See, you have a gun left over, so you actually did a perfect run.
And we get something for having that.
Yeah, you get bug frags. Now, back in, like, the earlier games, and I think, in this one, I am just gonna make sure I get this explanation right, because basically they're a type of money. Alright. You can trade bug frags for particularly harder to get battle chips.
Okay.
You can put them in, like, machines, things like that. I think there's, like, a straight-up shop at some point where you could do that. At one point, in this one, says here, in Battle Network 3, blue and white, there's like a trader. If you use it 300 times, and then you meet all the other conditions, you can face Base GS, which is an upgraded version of the regular base. And base is actually powered by bug frags to a degree, because one reason is that after the events of Battle Network 2, he absorbed Gospel. So, because base has the ability to basically absorb other shit. He will do this with a lot of the bosses you fight in the games. So he'll do, like, a Gospel Cannon, he has, like, Nebula Gray shit, other shit in this game if you fight him in the post-game, things like that.
I'll try and put up a couple of pictures of, like, base and Gospel, spoilers, obviously, but you have been warned. It's, now that we've got the little thingies in the top right, though, it's going to be kind of hard, like, judging where I need to put it, because I've been trying not to, like, go over text boxes, so as sloppily as my edits are, I still want to keep you guys in the loop with story.
Base's design in the Battle Network series, like, they were clearly trying to go for, like, a, too cool for you sort of appearance with him. I like his design, but most of the time it's obscured by that stupid cloak he's always wearing. His Net Now design isn't bad. It calls back to Mega Man a lot, but the main thing about him is that he has a huge slash through his emblem, in where they tried to kill him after he was made by the Dr. Cossack of the series, actually. The manga does a better job with Bass, I think, because there is this... They more codified the tension between him and Mega Man about how Bass really wants to kill the guy and fight the guy and things like that, and it's like, you know, this weird bromance they have going on that's sort of like that, and how they reluctantly have to work together at times, and how Bass just really wants to one-up Mega Man. It's actually kind of satisfying in how it plays out to the end, really.
Not the most efficient run, but this was the best take of it I could get after like 5 or 6 tries, so I do apologise for taking that measly, piddly little 10 damage.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
Oh man, you can hear Gregar roaring in the background, it's kind of intense actually.
Yeah, it's actually, like, when you get here, like, the little touches they did to kind of up the tension a little bit. Like, when Capcom is trying, I think they could try pretty decently and have some good, you know, results.
And in terms of, like, the story, we're, like, racing against time right now, because we've got to, like, A, take out these evil spirits in quotation marks, of course, and get to Gregar before it's too late.
I mean, you're not on a timer, but even so.
Yeah, the illusion of tension.
Yeah, I love that. It's always like when you go to the Golden Saucer while the meteor's coming down. Don't you have more soul guns than this? You'd think that they would have like 50 soul guns.
Well, this is only one guy, he's not the entire army.
Well, yeah, but then again, Battle Network is the series that decided where, you know, where everybody should be using guns, but, you know, you have battleships that are more powerful than your normal gun and they're swords, so.
Don't forget you can take out any brand of evil spirit, like red, yellow or blue, in one shot no matter what HP they have or what type of spirit they are, from behind, in like one shot, so use that to your advantage. See, like there's a yellow guy there, I could have taken him out from like across the gap, so let's see how I do here. Okay, now I'm going to go around here, and I think this is where... Oh no, I honestly cannot remember what I did here. Enjoy the terrible commentary.
Well, we're finding out as you go, man. Although they do give you enough room where it's like you can just kind of improvise a solution. Like, there's not like one hard set solution in place. But obviously the better you do, the bug frags you'll get and things like that.
Here's the snipe, and it's better to do it like this because blues have 3, and you can chip away at them, but you'll eventually run out of soul weapons, so make sure that does not happen.
It's a good thing they're not actually floating around trying to kill you. It's weird that you don't fight them in, like, actual battles, but you have to take care of them with this soul weapon business.
It reminds me of the bombs from the Final Fantasy series, actually, design-wise.
Yeah, I can sort of get that vibe.
Just agree with me and we'll get to the next conversation topic, lickety-splits.
Sure! Alright, friend.
Last batch here, gonna want to be careful.
Listen, if you want to pass, you're gonna have to give me 10 zenny. We're just guarding this side of the pit. You never know what'll happen. A huge monster could come out, and that's just weird.
Oh, we can take out these guys easily now. We've got plenty of axes to spare.
Now, I think he blocks it off. Like, I don't think you're able to kind of go behind him. Or maybe you can.
Wait, what are you talking about?
Like, go behind the blue guy after you clear out the other one, and then just stab him from the back. No, I don't think you can. Yeah, it's blocked off. It's kind of hard to tell, admittedly, like, whether you can pass.
Isometric. I made that problem. Oh, well, I had that problem, rather. Because this section actually does come back later in the game. And I kept trying to walk, like, behind the guy, and he wouldn't let me, and I got sad.
Yo, now I got 2 bug frags. Too bad they won't buy anything until I give them real money.
Oh, brace yourself, it's time to take down the legendary Cybeast.
It did use its feet, that's nuts.
Oh, I was almost about to get into the water area. I'm terrified, Lan. Absolutely terrified, I can't move.
You know what? You know what, Lan? No! Lan, no! I can take this guy.
Oh, Jesus Christ. He's drunk on his own power.
I'm getting hungry, hombre!
Well, this isn't risky, this is ballsy, there's a difference.
Yeah. There's a huge difference about something this risky.
Oh, now's not the time, Dad. I'm taking down Legendary Cybeast.
Geico, I am not interested in your deal. Please leave me alone. Because they'll call you once you get a quote. You know that, right?
Oh, yeah. The tender moments music.
Well, to be fair, Mega Man might die here, so, yeah.
I don't know, is it insensitive of me to, like, not care if Mega Man dies? Because he is just ones and zeros.
Well, yes, but he used to be an actual person. You can't back up Mega Man. Other Navis have backups, but the way Mega Man is set up, like, you cannot make a copy of him. He is unique.
Okay. So I guess that does add a lot of tension to this scene, then.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I'm over here, still blue, still growling.
Sayonara, Land the human.
Come to me! Give me a hug!
I need a beast mode and you're gonna give it to me.
Oh, it burns like fire!
Yeah, fire indeed hot. I've gone supersonic! The problem's chronic!
Ah! Ah!
Ah! Ah! Oh! Oh!
I'm coming, Elizabeth! Whee! And he adorably shrinks.
Oh, you caught him in a Pokeball, that's why he shrunk.
Just fun and larks here in the Mega Man Battle Network 6 playthrough. We'll have to deal with the fallout of this next time, guys, so I hope you like cliffhangers. Bye-bye for now.